In today's social media world, many only see the loud voice, the controversy, the fame, but very few truly know the story behind the man called Very Dark Man, VDM. Before the spotlight, before the battles on Instagram and TikTok, there was a boy from the streets, hungry, rejected, and written off. This is the untold story of his struggles, his rise, and the man he has become. The humble beginnings. Very Dark Man was not born into privilege. His childhood was marked by hardship, days when food was scarce, nights when hope felt far away. Growing up in Nigeria, where survival often depends on the strength of your voice and the courage of your will, he had to learn early that life wasn't going to hand him anything easily. He faced ridicule, not just because of poverty, but because of his outspoken nature and his looks. His dark complexion, which he would later wear as a badge of pride, was once a source of mockery. Kids laughed at him, society overlooked him, and opportunities slipped through his fingers. But what the world didn't know was that those scars would one day shape the activist he became. Struggles behind the scenes. Before fame, he tried to find his path. From hustling on the streets to working menial jobs, VDM tasted the bitter side of survival. He had dreams, but no resources. Many times, he considered giving up. After all, what was the point of shouting when nobody was listening? But behind the pain, there was fire. He began speaking up for people in his community, challenging bullies, calling out unfairness. Most dismissed him as a troublemaker. Some laughed at him, others insulted him. Yet, every insult only sharpened his resolve. The rise to social media fame. When he eventually found his voice on social media, people were shocked. Here was a man who didn't care about fame, who wasn't afraid of anybody, who called out corruption, oppression, and hypocrisy. His videos went viral, not because they were polished, but because they were raw, real, and fearless. What people saw as controversy was, to him, survival. He was finally being heard after years of silence. He spoke about what others were too afraid to say, and in doing so, he built a following of people who saw themselves in his struggle. The good he has done. Behind the scenes, VDM has not just been a loud voice. He's been a helper. He has assisted the poor, supported people in distress, and spoken up for the voiceless when no one else would. From helping raise awareness for victims of injustice to personally reaching out to struggling youths, his influence has gone beyond entertainment. It has saved lives. He has shown young Nigerians that you don't need wealth, connections, or a polished background to matter. What you need is courage. The transformation. From a boy mocked for his skin tone and poverty to a man who made Very Dark Man, a name known across Nigeria and beyond. His journey is proof that pain can be fuel. Today he is both loved and hated, respected and criticized. But no one can deny this. He turned his struggles into strength and carved out a place in history as a fearless voice. Very Dark Man's story is not just about fame. It's about survival, transformation, and purpose. He rose from nothing, carried the weight of ridicule, and became a man who refuses to be silent. And if his story tells us anything, it's this: no matter how dark your beginning, you can still shine bright enough to be seen.